explaining the Flower Garland Sutra's chapter on Ten Transferences tonight. Are we recording already? 我们今天晚上继续研究华严经的十回向品。All right. There we go. Okay. Tonight is Monday, May 15th here in Queensland. It is Sunday night, 14th of May in California. And to get us started tonight, we're going to ask Monica, please, to request Dharma. And first, I will ring the bell 3 times. We can make 3 half bows, and then Monica will request Dharma. 那我们先我们就文心礼哈，然后呢，我们就请 Monica 请法。好，第一拜，2文心，3文心。
We can't hear your bell.
Oh, can't hear the bell. Okay, thank you. Gotta turn on the original sound. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, we're good. All right, Monica, if you would like to please request Dharma, please do it now.
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
恭请大德圣听，为此法会集一切众生，听转妙法轮，教导我们如何了生脱世，离苦得乐，速证无生。Will the Sangha with great virtue, out of compassion, for the sake of this assembly and all living beings, please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach us how to leave suffering and attain bliss and end birth and death, and quickly realize non-birth.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa.
Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one.
Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one.
Namo sadanto suchedoye lahudi samyao samputoshe.
Namo sadanto suchetoye alahoti samyao samputoshe.
无上甚深微妙法，百千万劫难遭遇。我今见闻得受持，愿解如来真实义。Supreme and wondrous Dharma, subtle and profound, rarely is encountered even in billions of eons. But now we see and hear it and accept it reverently. May we truly understand the Buddha's actual meaning. 好的 Okay, Monica, thank you for the Dharma request. 师父上人各位师兄阿弥陀佛，我们现在开始了这个继续研究华严经。我们先引请就说华严海会佛菩萨还有天龙八部护法三圣就莅临道场，接近各位所听的地方给大家祝福享吉祥。We're now going to ask the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of Flower Garland Assembly to draw near, also the gods and the dragons and the Eightfold Pantheon, wherever you are listening, to bless each of us and keep us safe and to bestow auspiciousness and goodwill. 南无大方广博华严经，华严海会佛菩萨，南无大方广博华严经，华严海会佛菩萨，南无大方广博华严经，华严海佛菩萨，南无大方广博华严经，华严海佛菩萨，Furthermore, we say that the Pomo people practice spiritual connections to the earth and to all creation here in Mendocino County and their ancestral land for tens of thousands of years. Today, we acknowledge them as traditional custodians and original storytellers of these lands. We offer our respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and to all First Nations people whose sovereignty was never ceded. Pomo 人在他们的祖先的土地上修炼着他们与土地和万物的精神联系已有数万年。今天我们承认他们是这些土地的传统监护人和原始讲故事的人，并且向他们过去、现在和新兴的长老们表示敬意，以及主权从微波让所有第一民族人民们表示敬意。Right? That's the acknowledgement of country, the proper thing to do. And to say as well that there is a bell song that's part of our liturgy before a lecture. And the bell song goes like this. Bell sound wide resounds throughout 100 million worlds. The Buddha's law is heard and spread all throughout the triple world. The wondrous sounds that everywhere fill the Dharma realm with peace. May those who hear it gain the strength to follow in faith the Buddha's path. 众上传3000劫内，佛法扬万亿国中，共熏其法界和平。利益报他诺后德。Okay, so welcome to our Mother's Day edition of the Sutra Lecture. 欢迎各位到我们母亲节的今天这个讲经这个法会。如果各位想听越南话，我们都有越南的翻译。这个 chat box 里边就会有我们接那个越南话的翻译的办法。So if you look in the chat box, you will find a link to listen to our Vietnamese translation of today's lecture. And following my talk today, there will be a continuing Dharma talk by students of Dharma Realm Buddhist University. So we're excited to hear from our DRBU community. 就说我讲完了，今天还有2位法界佛教大学的这个学生，他们想跟各位结善法缘，所以他们都会继续给我们大家讲法。好的 ，So let's see. Today, 今天 we have participants from where? From Ukiah, California, from Santa Monica, California, from City of 10,000 Buddhas, from where else? San Jose, California, from Hong Kong, from Newbury Park, California, Sunnyvale, California, Calgary, Alberta, South San Francisco, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, from Shandong, from Round Rock, Texas, from 广州，还有上海，还有什么地方？就说浙江海宁。We have friends from Shenzhen, from Dublin, Ohio, from Hubei. Let's see here, from Liaoning, from Tracy, California, Alameda, California. If you want to let us know where you're from, go to your Zoom ID, go to the participants, and then in the Zoom ID, there's a little blue button on the right-hand side, and you can change your name and type in where you're from. That way we can know where everybody is around the world. 如果各位呢想加上你所在的地方，那个chat participants 就是参加的人名额，就看到那里有个蓝色的小泡了哈，小气泡，就可以改你的名字啊。这个你可以加你现在所在的地方，我们可以知道我们那个 community 是多大的。OK， 还有台北，还有北京，还有 Sacramento。Where else? Let's see here. Ukiah and New Zealand, welcome. And where else? 新西兰 South San Francisco, 西雅图 excellent. Singapore, excellent. 欢迎马来西亚 San Francisco, more Seattle friends. Oklahoma, all right. San Leandro, Hanoi, Vietnam. Virginia, Malaysia, 珠海 Ukiah. Okay, where else? Guangzhou, Vancouver. Here we go. The Chinese names, 黑龙江 中国 let's see, 杭州 欢迎还有什么地方？还有朝阳、吉林、黑龙江、深圳、北京、湖南where else? 广西好远，广西桂林市欢迎，黑龙江、南海黑龙江、深圳陕西欢迎。Let's see， 还有什么？湖南好的非常好。吉林一定是东北，恐怕东北人最多这个时间比较适合不是早上4点钟，就是上午10点半黑龙江、包头、内蒙古、北京还有马来西亚唐山、河北、北京、桃园桃园县就说台湾还有北京，还有西雅图，还有万佛圣城台湾高雄，好的，欢迎let's see， 广东、山东河北 let's see here， 哈尔滨广州、深圳、台北OK， 那么多佛友一起来，超过100多人。All right, welcome everybody. 大家 let's see here. Okay, gonna share my screen. There we are. And today's text is a wonderful section. Here it is. Right there. Okay. Ready? 请各位合掌。10 十方国度，种种行类，种种俱生，种种福天，皆来机会，是菩萨所，种种求所，菩萨见意，普皆摄受，心生欢喜，如见善友，大悲哀悯，思满其愿，舍心增长，无有休息，亦不疲厌，随其所求，悉令满足，离贫穷苦。Okay? Then from the lands throughout the 10 directions, living beings of many different forms, species, and births, serving as varied fields of blessings, all assemble before the bodhisattvas, seeking all kinds of things. Seeing them, the bodhisattvas encompass them all and accept them with joy as if encountering good friends. Out of great compassion and empathy, bodhisattvas think of ways to fulfill their wishes. Their generosity increases ceaselessly, and they never grow weary. They fulfill whatever is asked of them, enabling living beings to leave destitution behind. All right. 我们是华严经十回向品第6回向，这是讲布施，一种特别的布施，菩萨用心做布施，它呢，跟我们一般的人应该说不一样，怎么不一样呢？有人就像这里就说有一位菩萨，他呢欢迎人来向他祈求，有人向他来要东西了，他增加欢喜，他更欢喜为什么呢？菩萨为什么那么奇怪？他不像一些灵犀刻薄，就说如果把一根头发来救世界，他也不肯，这么心量这么狭窄，他不是这样子，怎么会呢？因为做菩萨的人，愿意行菩萨道的人发愿，他的愿力是说，我愿意度众生，众生度完了，我自己才能成佛。所以呢，他看菩萨，他看一般众生向他来求，spare change，就给我。他说：“你是来帮助我满足我的愿。我看你来，我能布施给你，我就比较快一点能成佛。所以跟一般人就不一样。你看，他就如见，他就看到这些向他来祈求的人，就像他的好朋友一样的，大悲哀悯思满祈愿。那就明白他为什么能这样子。Okay, here's the funny situation. The funny situation is, here's our bodhisattva. It's right up front. You can see it right here in the sutra. How does it work? The bodhisattva is, he is a benefactor. He's a giver. He's a donor. He's a philanthropist. He's someone who loves to give. And in this situation now, that he has established himself as a donor, from all kinds of directions, north, south, east, west, come all these people and other kinds of beings as well, asking him for help. They're asking for all kinds of things, it says specifically. And the bodhisattva does not back off. He doesn't retreat in horror. He's not afraid. He's not unhappy. He doesn't hide. The opposite happens. This bodhisattva steps forward and looks at all these living beings and says, these are my good friends. Of course, I want to find a way to help you satisfy your wishes. Now, why is he so different compared to most folks who, as Master Hua would say, if in order to save the world, they would pull a single hair of their head and still not be willing to do it? If that's all it took to save the world, they would not be willing to do it. Stingy. That's how stingy these beings are. Why are they so different from these kind of ordinary people? The answer is right here. It says, Out of great compassion and empathy, bodhisattvas think of ways to fulfill their wishes. Their generosity increases ceaselessly. They never grow weary. It's because by satisfying living beings' wishes, they fulfill their vows. And what makes a bodhisattva are vows and practices. So when they see living beings coming and asking them for charity, they are happy, they are grateful. They say, thank you for letting me give to you, because they are helping the bodhisattva accomplish their vows. They get to become Buddhas more quickly because of these living beings. 使诸祈者心大心庆，转更称传，赞扬其德，每生暇不，悉来归往，菩萨见已欢喜无量。At that time, those who approach the bodhisattvas with their requests are greatly delighted. They in turn praise and proclaim the bodhisattva's virtue, spreading their reputation far and wide and inspiring all to come take refuge with them. 我们在金山寺在万佛城有机会听师父丁文玄公上人讲经，他会常常提到一般人信佛法的人，不信佛法的人，他们对于布施这方面的态度，他会常常讲，他会就效法很多人就说，第一呢不肯布施，或者呢就勉勉强强的布施一点点，马上就后悔，就说哎呀，能不能还给我这种刻薄吝惜、不肯布施的态度呢，师父会说这个是没有德行、没有道德、没有福报这样做菩萨呢恰好相反，菩萨呢，你看他呢，他就有人来向他来祈求，他就心大心庆他就然后呢，这些受他的恩德的人就去告诉人家，就说这个人呢，他真的大量就说心量放宽了，他一点都不吝惜，你有所求，有求必应他是这样子的，就像观音菩萨这样子。然后有的人呢就说，我愿意布施给你，可是你千万不要告诉别人这反而他们都来了，我就不一定愿意跟他们结法。菩萨不会这样子，他说你愿意告诉多几个人呢，越多越好，因为这样子呢，我的愿力满意越多，圆满越多越好，越快越好，这样子。So take a look at the Bodhisattva. He's they find living beings who receive this Bodhisattva's gifts spread the word. They let others know about it. And our Bodhisattva, Master Hua used to talk about, he brought this up a lot at Gold Mountain Monastery. He would say, these are stingy people. You know what stingy people are like? He would say, number one, they're unwilling to give, but if they even give a little bit, they regret it afterwards. They say, I really shouldn't have given. I've just been taken advantage of. Their heart is not truly the heart of a donor. And here, our Bodhisattva says, yeah, the more people know about it, the better. There's another wrong attitude that Master Hua would criticize. He would say, look, there are some people who are willing to give a little bit, but they say, don't tell anybody. I want to give anonymously because it's not for sure I want to give to the second person in line. And this Bodhisattva says, no. The more people know that I'm willing to solve their problems and help them out, the better. Because that way, my vows come true sooner. Okay? Okay, here we go. 假使百千亿，哪有他劫受地是乐？无数劫受夜摩天乐， 无量劫受都率脱天乐，无边劫受善变化天乐，无等劫受他化自在天乐，不可数劫受翻往乐，不可称劫受转轮往山前乐，不可思界受变境天乐，不可说界受尽具天乐，喜不能及。Seeing this, the bodhisattvas rejoice boundlessly. Their joy is beyond compare. 2. The pleasures they would enjoy as chakra for hundreds of thousands of kotis of nayutas of eons. The pleasures they would enjoy in the Suyama heaven for numberless eons. The pleasures they would enjoy in the Tushita heaven for countless eons. The pleasures they would enjoy in the heaven of the bliss from transformation for infinite eons. The pleasures they would enjoy in the heaven of comfort from others' transformations for unequaled eons. The pleasures they would enjoy in the Brahma heaven for innumerable eons. The pleasures they would enjoy as a wheel-turning king ruling over the Trikilya cosm for inexpressible eons. The pleasures they would enjoy in the heaven of universal purity for inconceivable eons, and the pleasures they would enjoy in the heaven of pure abode for ineffable eons. Their joy is beyond compare. Okay, so what's going on here? So the sutra is giving us a comparison, and you'll notice, let me say it in Chinese first. 这是怎么一回事呢？这个华严经就说，有人向这个斋主来求他帮忙他们的愿呢，无论他们需要什么，这个菩萨他都愿意布施。菩萨看到这个情形呢，所得的欢喜，他的快乐是不可比的。然后华严经就开始从少到多，从下到上，最高的天上的快乐也不能比。有人向他来求，菩萨的欢喜心超过天上人、天界天法界的天人的欢喜心更多，比不了。然后呢，我说从下到上，从少到多，就说他有没有说呀？他们是 interesting 有意思，他们没有列在这里就排列，没有那个4天王天，就从33天开始，就是那个欲界的欲界6层天的第2层开始，然后呢就说33天、耶摩天、都率陀天、华乐天，这个他化自在天，然后呢离开欲界到梵界这个4界，那个梵王那个梵天王那里，就说超过梵天王，超过这个那里就有好像不排列，没有次序，那个就说化了不可思的这个什么转轮王是那个4天王天OK， 然后再超过这个，因为梵王那个就说梵天4界那里28层天很多天，所以就排列很多，就说无论多少层天人的快乐，虽然比我们人间的快乐就不可思议可是呢，一个菩萨他能做布施，他心里的快乐更多，超过所以这华严经告诉我们，菩萨他布施，他并不是傻瓜，他并不是什么吃亏、不懂事、不能算数的一个人，他不是，他那个果报能这样布施 那我们如果想知道是怎么一回事，你要吃一吃，甜甜味道呢？那我们就说，这个中国俗语就说，助人是快乐之本，是不是？对呀。那么父母啊，就到圣诞节的时候，他们给孩子他们最要的、心里最希望可以收到的这些礼物啊，可是呢，父母看到孩子收到礼物啊，这种开心，这种万分的愉快呢，反而父母受的快乐更多。那我们可以差不多了，可以明白。Okay, so what's going on here? This is a very interesting passage because the sutra says when living beings come to the bodhisattva and ask him or her for everything, they want everything. They just give it to me, I want it. And the bodhisattva says, yes, thank you for asking, I would love to. Then it says, the happiness that the bodhisattva receives at that time is incomparable. And then the sutra gives us a list. It takes us into the heavens, and it lists the heavens in the desire realm and the heavens of the form realm. Interestingly enough, one of them seems to be out of order. The 6 heavens of the desire realm begin with the 4 heavenly kings, the 4 celestial kings. And then it goes to the 33, the heaven of chakra. And in our list here, they're out of order, interestingly. Here is wheel-turning kings right there. That, if it were a standard from lower to higher, that would come first, but it doesn't. That's interesting for those of us who follow the text and translate it. Okay, so pleasures of the heaven of the 33, pleasures of the Suyama heaven, pleasures of the Tushita heaven, pleasures of the bliss from transformation, pleasures of the bliss, the comfort from others' transformations. That's the desire realm heavens. Then Brahma heaven, wheel-turning king, that one is out of order. Pleasures in the heaven of universal purity, pleasures in the heaven of the pure abode. So, as people will know, in the heavens, the devas experience physical pleasure and bliss in increasing amounts, and even, for example, lifespan. As the lifespan of devas in the Brahma heaven goes far, far, far beyond the lifespan of devas in the desire realm. And as you go up through the form realm, the Brahma heavens, you get to what are called the 5, the heaven of the pure abode. There are 5 of those heavens. That's where arhats stay as they progress through 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stage arhats. Their lifespan is incomparably long. So interesting that the sutra says, no matter how blissful, no matter how wonderful is the life of a deva, Shifu described, for example, in a mundane kind of level, they say that there are heavens where any food that you like to eat, you think of it and it appears just the way you like it. Hot, cold, spicy, sour, sweet, salty, bland, whatever kind of food you like, whatever kind of clothes you like, just the right weight, just the right fabric, just the right cut. You think of them and you arrive. Travel in the heavens is done through vehicles that operate according to thought. And if you think of them, and you can boop, 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 all around the universe like that. And so these are all the effects of the blessings of the heavens cultivated while you're a human and repaid to you in the heavens. That kind of happiness for the body should be pretty nice, right? But for a bodhisattva, being able to give to living beings to fulfill their requests, even happier. 就说我们听到天上，这个天法界的天人，他们的境界是什么？因为他们在人间的时候就修行，就种福，在天上受到这个果报，一个福报。就说在天上你想吃的东西了，是怎么样的东西？你喜欢就说就说甜的，还是咸的，还是苦的，还是辣的，还是腥的？你怎么样这个五味啊？你想吃热的还是冷的？怎么样甜品呢？怎么样喝的东西呢？就你一思想到它呢，它就到了。那么就一想一思而至，它就来了。然后衣服，你喜欢什么样的衣服？要比较厚的，比较冷的，就说比较薄的，什么颜色，用什么布料做的，一想就到了。你愿意去什么地方？这个天上这个天人，他们有这些步步车，就到了。这都是他们的果报，他们的福报。就身体方面，就说吃的、穿的、住的什么的，就非常非常方便，就很圆满、很庄严可是呢，菩萨他满众生的愿，无论他们想受到什么东西，需要什么东西，菩萨能满他们的愿呢？他心里所过的快乐比天人更多所以就是助人是快乐之本能像菩萨这样子布施给众生是最高的娱乐之本。Okay. Alrighty. We're going to continue here. Let's continue. Take a look. Next. 再来，菩萨摩诃萨见其者来，欢喜爱要，心情踊跃，信心增长，智乐清净，诸根调顺，信解成满，乃至增进诸佛菩提。Seeing those who come with requests, the bodhisattvas, mahasattvas are delighted and cheerful, overjoyed. Their faith increases. Their aspiration is thereby purified. With their faculties pliant and their resolute faith complete, they thus progress towards the Bodhi of the Buddhas. Where 我们还有哪一个地方《华严经》这样讲呢？是那个十横品十横品的第一欢喜横，就是讲布施波罗蜜贪波罗蜜，就在那品里边，菩萨也是经过类似的情形，讲得很详细。众生来要他的身体给吃，因为他们是肚子饿了饿到极点了。他们说希望可以收到你的身体，我们就吃了它了，就不必死菩萨说好的，一定的，你要多少？要哪一块肉我给你然后你说哎呀。华严经是讲人吃人嘛 ，cannibalism 是吧？不是，也就是华严经讲菩萨，他无限没有界限，他的布施心，他就说为法忘躯是真的，他都愿意满他们的愿到极点了所以呢，比较讲的很动听的，很有意思，因为过讲就到极点了，可是呢。就是表示菩萨的心肠是100%为的满足众生的愿。So somebody's reading along and they think, I think I've heard this before, isn't this? Is this part of, where have I heard this before? It is the Avatamsaka Sutra, the 10 Practices chapter. That first practice called the practice of happiness. It's all about giving. It's about the Bodhisattva's willingness to give everything. Living beings come to the Bodhisattva in first practice and say, we're starving. We need your body. Would you give us your body to eat? And Bodhisattva says, yes, I certainly will. I'd be delighted. What would you like to begin with? What kind of, do you like light or dark meat? So you think, oh my God, the Avatamsaka Sutra is advocating cannibalism? Since when? Well, it's not that. It's that the sutra talks about how bodhisattvas absolutely are devoted to benefiting others. They love, it's called forgetting yourself for the sake of others, for giving up your body for the sake of the Dharma. They are willing to, because they're not afraid of dying. The body is only a tool for benefiting others. That's the attitude. So how interesting, how different from our world, where rich people pile up. The disparity between the rich and the poor has grown to an unsustainable place. How different, how different. Yeah. So 你看我们华严经上的菩萨跟我们世间上现在这个大富翁跟贫穷的人的区别这么大，这么高，这是维持不住的所以呢，我们读到华严经，知道这个人的心呢也会有善良，也会欢喜布施。Okay, we're gonna one more piece, and then we'll switch over. 佛子菩萨摩诃萨以此善根，为欲利益一切众生，故回向；为欲安乐一切众生，故回向；为令一切众生得大义利，故回向；为令一切众生悉得清净，故回向；为令一切众生悉求菩提，故回向；为令一切众生悉得平等，故回向；为令一切众生悉得贤善心，故回向；为令一切众生悉入摩诃言，故回向；为令一切众生悉得贤善智慧，故回向；为令一切众生悉具普贤菩萨恒愿，满十力上，现成正觉，故回向。Disciples of the Buddha, with their good roots, bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, make dedications in order to benefit all living beings, to bring them peace and joy, to enable them to attain great benefit, to lead them to attain purity, to inspire them to seek bodhi, to enable them to realize non-discrimination, to enable them to attain a worthy mind, to lead them to realize the Mahayana, to enable them to realize worthy wisdom, and to inspire them to be endowed with the practices and vows of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva and perfect the vehicle of the 10 powers as they manifest the attainment of perfect awakening. 就这段经文，如果你就把这个当一个榜样，菩萨一个典范菩萨为什么会向功德呢？就为什么做布施呢？就这个名单利益安乐得大利益对，还有呢说得清净，求菩提，得平等，得贤善心，入摩诃宴，得贤善智慧。然后呢，你看最后最重要就说具普贤菩萨恒愿，满十力乘。因为这10个原因，所以菩萨做布施，愿意行大布施这个是大乘菩萨这个应该说最根本的动机。So if you look at this list, this is a list of 10 reasons for bodhisattvas to dedicate, to transfer merit, and this is the beating heart of the Mahayana right here. This is in a nutshell. If you just took this list and said, why do people continue to cultivate the bodhisattva path after nirvana? Why do they leave behind the arhat and the pracheka results, fruitions, and continue to the bodhisattva's path? Because with their good roots, bodhisattvas dedicate merit to benefit, to make peaceful and joyful, to give benefit to attain purity, to seek bodhi, to realize non-discrimination, to get a worthy mind, to realize Mahayana, realize worthy wisdom, and most of all, to inspire living beings to get the practices and vows of Samantabhadra and perfect the vehicle of the 10 powers as they manifest the attainment of perfect awakening. This chapter is so wonderful. I'm so glad we started this Sunday night lecture here at City of 10,000 Buddhas, because we're touching the brightest light of the Mahayana, and what makes it different and most admirable. What is just so wonderful about the unselfish generosity of the Bodhisattva. It's right here in this chapter, in these lines. Okay, we got another piece to look at before I'm finished, and that is the next story of Master Xuanzang. Before he goes, he has left China. He has left Chang'an. He's here we go. You ready? Is this the one? Yeah, this will do it. Okay. Take a look, everybody. 大家看看。玄奘大师离开长安，他就到了凉州。那个蓝色是去印度，红色是回来。OK， 他已经离开陕西，到了这里凉州，然后安息，然后他说他现在就在这里。他说有一个法师给他2个徒弟，就帮着他，一个离开就去敦煌，第二个玄奘大师说他的体力不够，把他回不来了，所以呢叫他不要跟着我。So 他现在就在这儿。Okay, so take a look here. This is Master Xuanzang's trip to India and back. He is now here. Yeah, here we are. We got a couple different maps. He has left Chang'an in Shanxi province. He's gone to Liangzhou, to Wuwei. He is here at Anxi, and he has to make a decision. One of the elder monks who was supporting his pilgrimage sent 2 of his disciples to help Master Xuanzang travel. One of them left and went on his own to Dunhuang. The other one, Master Xuanzang looked at him and said, your strength, you're not going to make it. I'm afraid you don't have the requisite toughness to get there and back, so I'm not going to take you. I don't want you to die. So that's where he is. He has left China, and he is really doing it. He's on the road. Okay, what's happening now? 起夜似有胡僧达摩梦法师坐一莲花向西而去。达摩四怪，但而来拜，法师欣喜，未得幸之危。然与达摩云：梦为虚妄，何足是言？更入道场，礼请。恶有一胡人来入礼佛，诸法师行2、3匝，问其姓名，云姓石，字潘陀，自呼其亲受戒，仍未受五戒，忽生喜辞患，少时疾病果更来，法师见其明见，貌有功效，祖告心意，忽人许诺言，诵诗过无风，法师大喜，仍更冒意，自为买马而骑宴。Okay, what's going on here? Thanks for your patience while we go through this. We're going to go to one, move away the thumb, let's see, one page, single page. There we go. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Here we are, halfway along. He bought a horse, but the trouble was he had nobody to act as a guide. Before the image of Maitreya Bodhisattva in the monastery where he was staying, he prayed for a man who could guide him through the pass. That night, a foreign monk named Dharma, who was also living in the monastery, had a dream that Master Xuanzang was sitting on a lotus flower heading west. The monk said it was strange. The following morning, he told his dream to the master. On hearing this, Master Xuanzang was really happy to hear it. He thought that's a good omen, signifying that he might succeed. But he said to the monk, never mind, false thinking. Don't worry, don't bring it up. So he entered the shrine hall to pray, and a foreigner came to pay homage to the image of the Buddha. He saw Master Xuanzang. He circled him 3 times and bowed to him. He asked his name. The man said, my name is Shi. My given name is Pantuo. He asked to receive the 5 precepts, and he received them. He was really happy. He went away, but he came back with cakes and fruits to offer to Master Xuanzang. Seeing the man was intelligent and strong and respectful, Master Xuanzang said, I want to go to India. The foreigner said, okay, I will send you across the 5 watchtowers. This made the master very happy. He bought some clothes and a horse for the foreigner and made an appointment with him. Okay, next piece. 明日日月下，主入草间，须臾彼湖，更遇一名老翁，撑一手老赤马，相逐而至。法师心不一，少呼曰：“此翁几按西路，来去已无30余番，故公俱来。”望有平章耳。胡公因说西路险恶 I guess 沙河足远，鬼没热风，过不达者，徒旅众多，有数迷失，况是单独，如何可行？愿思真良，勿轻生命。法师报曰：贫道为求大法，法去西方，扰不至所罗门国，众不东归。纵思中途，非所回也。胡翁曰：是必去，可乘我此马。此马往返一物一15度，见而知道，失马少，不堪远涉。Okay, wow, big deal. Hold on, I'm going to catch the page number here. Our page number is 17. Okay. All right. What's happening here? On the following day, as the sun was setting, the master went to a bushland where he waited for, let's see here. Right, that's it. On the following day, when the sun was nearly set, the master went to a bushland where he waited for the man. He arrived with an old foreigner following, riding an aged, skinny horse that was colored red. At this sight, the master was really unhappy, but the young man said, this old guy knows the route to the west perfectly well. He's traveled back and forth from the country of Iwu 30 times, so I brought him along to give you some advice. The old man said, the road to the west is dangerous. You have to cross the desert. There are demons. There's hot winds. When you meet them, they will kill you. You can't avoid them. Even if you travel together with a large number of companions, you might get lost or go astray. How can you, Reverend Teacher, try to go all alone? I wish you would think it over and not venture your life with so little thought. The master replied, I started on my journey to the West for the purpose of seeking the great Dharma. I will not return to the East before I reach the Brahmanic countries. I'll not regret even if I die on the way. The old man said, okay, if you insist on going, I will trade my horse for yours. My horse is steady. He's gone to the country of Iwu 15 times, and he knows the way well. Yours is too young to travel such a distance. Oh boy. Lots of drama here. So, look at that. As I mentioned last week, we're really in a dramatic section of the story where Master Xuanzang has defied the law. There was a special edict sent out saying, we know there's a monk who's trying to get to India, stop him at all costs. He met friends who, one was a monk, one was a magistrate who was a Buddhist, who said, we will help you accomplish your vow. So he had a dream that he was going to succeed. He took it as an omen. And then someone, strange person from the West, a foreigner, said, I want to take the precepts. And so Master Xuanzang said, 可以, okay. And then the foreigner said, now I'm your disciple. I can help you get through the pass, which was the next big obstacle, the 5 watchtowers with armed soldiers there. And then the next, they met out of town in along the roadside, and the foreigner, the new disciple, brought another guy who was unusual, and yet he had a skinny old red horse. He said, here, you take this horse. He'll get you there. And so, and the guy said, he tried to discourage him. He said, you really shouldn't go. You're going to die. There's demons, there's ghosts, there's hot winds. You're not going to make it. Turn back. Master Xuanzang made his vow. That vow is the important one, where he said, I'd rather die facing east than, I'd rather die facing west than just be safe here in the east. So I've got to go no matter what. With that moment was a turning point in the story. With that setting of his will, doors opened, and the guides that he needed and the horse that carried him safely across the desert appeared. 你看玄奘大师呢，这个故事呢，真的像这个好像这个武侠小说这么样紧张啊。这个玄奘大师已经不听政府的这个怎么说发出那个政策，就说会有一个出家人，他想离开，也就是说你千万不要让他离开，一定要把他留住了。所以玄奘大师已经就犯法了，这样做。然后有伴侣跟着他就离开，所以他现在还是一个人。来了一个外国来的印度来的一个人，胡人，就说一个不认识的，不是中国人，他来求受5戒，5戒受完了，他就说我愿意帮助你，就供养他。然后他说我知道路，我可以想法子给你过这个5峰那个5个外墙，你可以，我知道路了。他们就定了要见面在那个校外。好了，到那个偏僻的地方来了2个人1匹马。那个新的弟子就说我给你介绍一个导鲁，就说一个导游，他去过你义乌国30多次，这一匹马。然后呢，那个导游他说，我看还是你自己最好不要去，太危险，有鬼有魔有热风，这个太危险，你就恐怕你会死。所以呢，你最好要考虑不要去。就那个时候，玄奘大师发愿，他的誓愿就说， 我怎么样子，我已经发愿一定要去，要请法回来我死不要紧，那个把正法带回来要紧我就如果要死，我一定是面对西方而死，我不愿意留在东方安全还是宁死就一定要去。那个时候门开了，那个老人就说 ：“OK， 好，我把我这个老马瘦瘦的，就跟你的换一个你的年轻的这个旁的马不用了，因为这匹马去过15多次，他知道路。那么就那个时候，这种玄奘大师法师要去情形不一样了，就应该说诸佛菩萨护法上身来维护他，那个马变成他的善知识。Okay, that's the story. That's wonderful examples of this incredible hero that we have. OK， 有人就问几个问题，我接受你的问题，因为我的时间快到了，已经到了。那么下一次我们会答复。OK。Some friends have already asked questions. I will accept your questions, and because my time is up, I will answer them next week. You have to come back to get the answer to your question. 好的 Okay, that's all from me for now. We're going to invite 2 students from DRBU to continue, and when they are done, we will transfer the merit. 好了，我就到此为止。我们接下来有2位法界大学的学生，他们跟大家接法缘。然后他们讲完了，我回来就会上功的。好，阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛，大家好，So hi everyone, my name is Stacy Chen, and I'm a professor at the Dharma Buddhist University. I would like to introduce 2 of our graduating students who will be speaking tonight. The first student, her name is Feishan Chong, and Feishan is graduating from the Masters of Arts in Buddhist Classics program this year. Prior to DRBU, she was an author, investment and business professional. And when I asked her why she decided to come to DRBU, she said because Venerable Master Hua founded DRBU, and she has deep faith in Master Hua. And so it's natural for her to come to DRBU to deepen her understanding of the Dharma. 大家好，我叫陈彦君，那我是我是法界佛教大学的教授。那我现在要跟大家介绍我们今天2位的毕业生。第一位的毕业生，他的名字是张惠善。那张惠善他在来法界大学之前呢，他是一位作家，还有投资跟商业的专业的人士。那他为什么来法界大学念书呢？他说因为宣化上人创办了法界大学，那他对宣化上人有很深的信心，所以他来法大更深的了解，对佛法有更深的了解学习。费山。
Thank you, Stacy, for the kind introduction. Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Venerable Master, Reverend Heng Sure, Dharma Masters, fellow cultivators and friends, Amitabha. I'm also very happy that to note that my brother Mike from Kuala Lumpur is here to listen to the Dharma talk. Today I'll be sharing a snapshot of my spiritual journal at DRBU through 8 types of reflection. Please allow me to share my slide.
You can just click share screen.
Okay. Let's see. Can you see it?
No.
No. Okay. Screen.
Yes, it's starting now.
Okay. Okay. I'll let Gavin to do the translation first before I begin. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Maybe I'll let Gavin to do the translation. Gavin?
Hi, Feishan. Would you like me to, can you hear me?
Yes.
Would you like me to translate after each slide or after?
You can translate what I said just now before I go on to the next slide.
OK. 大家好，我是丁元鑫，也是法大的本科生。今天我会来担任张惠善女士的翻译。刚才张惠善女士首先是感谢了诸位善知识，还有一些尊者和长辈、各路佛菩萨，然后也很感恩这次机会，这次跟大家交流的一个机会，然后他现在想通过他的一个幻灯片来展示一下他在法大的一些生活的场景。
Based on Stacy's introduction, I mentioned that I came to DRBU because of Venerable Master Swan Hua is the founder, and because of the wonder and beauty of CDDB's surroundings. Personally, I have benefited the transformational power of the Buddha's teaching through the work of Master Swan Hua. So the opportunity to study at DRBU has given me a new lease of life and changed my perspectives on how I view the world, people around me, and myself.
我来到法大是因为受到宣化上人的指引，然后也是向往于万佛城的美景和修行环境。我个人感觉到了上人的教化的力量，所以呢，我也很感谢有这个机会能来法大。来体验这个不一样的生活，也提供个新视角来看待身边的人事物，还有我自己。
My first reflection on faith. I have better faith in my Buddha nature than ever before. Faith is an initial attitude for any cultivator to begin, practice, and study. Because of faith in the Buddha and Venerable Master Swan Hua, I came to DRBU to study Buddha Dharma. Because in order to deepen my faith in my Buddha nature, I came to DRBU to deepen my understanding of the scriptures.
首先，第一个是对信心的反思。现在的我对佛性有更深的信心。而信心是所有修行和学习的根本，因为对佛陀和上人的信心，我来到法大学习佛法，也是为了加深自身佛性的信心。我想来学习经藏。
My second reflection on going upstream against the flow, coming to DRBU and CTDB to continue my spiritual journey was on my bucket list. I decided to leave the comfort of my home for a change and hoping to do something meaningful before my life ends. I did not wish to waste my life away following the worldly path.
第二个是我对抗洪流、逆流而上的一些反思。首先，我想来法大和万佛城，就是为了让我在修行路上可以走得更远一点，也完成我的一件心愿。我做出了这个决心，离开自己的舒适区，就是为了让自己生命结束之前完成一些更有意义的事情，不让今生白过，沉沦于红尘当中。
My third reflection on finding the middle way with the self. Here, I was given the opportunity to challenge my status quo and did the things I would not have done in the past. Basically, I have been doing the polar opposites of what I used to do in the past. For instance, I confronted my stage fright with public speaking and doing my first solo piano performance, which I had not done before after stopping piano for more than 17 years ago.
第三个反思是在自我当中找到中道。我发现现在的我和以往的我会做出截然不同的选择，像我现在会克服自己对于舞台的恐惧，来完成一个钢琴独奏，然后这是我17年以来都没有做过的事情。
My fourth reflection on self-discipline and vigor. Self-discipline and proper time management are two key ingredients to get through the master program here. With the weekly heavy reading assignments and a full schedule, I could not afford to procrastinate like I used to be, and there wasn't much room for false thinking either.
第四个反思是关于自律以及精进。我在法大需要很好的学习该如何规划时间，从而完成各种各样的功课。首先一些功课是排的比较满的，我没有办法来拖延，要不然不会准时完成。而这种紧凑的日程也让我无法打妄想。
My fifth reflection on reverence, patience, and concentration. In the MA program, I had a chance to delve deep into many Buddhist scriptures that are rare treasures to find in modern times. The weekly reading could be heavy, and they were not the easiest texts to read. Not only I had to develop patience from reading this profound Buddhist text, I had to form a relationship with the text to be able to connect with the underlying meaning of the scriptures and what it means to me. I also learned to stay away from activities and conditions that could cause potential distraction to me.
第五个反思是关于耐心以及注意力。像我们在法大读的佛经是非常难得一见的，而佛经的奥义精深，无法轻易读懂，所以需要耐心以及对佛经的尊重，才能够更好的深入经藏。为了保持和集中注意力，很多会造成干扰的活动，我都会尽量避免参加。
My sixth reflection and practice of joy and peace. Finding joy and peace in practice is one of the key principles of practice taught by the Buddha in the Lotus Sutra. Studying the sutras and sastra is something which I find joy in. It keeps me sane and maintains clarity of mind. No amount of happiness from the mundane activities can give me this kind of peace and joy that engaging the scriptures can give. In the Avatamsaka Sutra, this is what it means by becoming joyful due to turning away from and abandoning all worldly states.
我第6个反思是关于法喜的这个议题。在修行中得到的乐趣是无比殊胜的。通过阅读佛经，能够让我的身心清净安乐，这是任何世俗娱乐都无法比拟的。可能这就是华严经中所说的舍弃世俗的一切来获得安乐。
Well, my 7th reflection on study and practice. We need to study to be informed about why we are cultivating, and we need to practice to test it out in order to enhance our understanding of the scriptures. With that understanding through our direct experience, faith is replaced by knowledge, which in return deepens our faith in the Buddha's teaching. Apart from the spiritual practice at the Buddha Hall, practice can also be found in our daily life through interactions with others.
我第7个反思就是关于学习和修行。我们需要通过学习来得到指引，我们也需要实践经藏来加深认知。通过直接的体验，我们把信念转化为真正的知识，真正的认识佛法。修行不只是在佛殿中，也存在于生活中的点点滴滴。
And my 8th reflection, and also my last reflection on good spiritual companions. Well, my cohort is the largest and most diverse group in DRBU history, I guess. In such a big group, we learn to respect each other's culture and points of view, embrace differences, suspend judgment, and practice patience and deep listening with empathy. In the course of doing that, I found a deeper faith in myself.
我第8个想要反思的东西就是关于善知识。我们这一届学生是法大历年来最多元化的一个群体。在这种群体当中，我们有不同的视角和文化背景，而这些都促使我来更仔细的去聆听和尊重大家。而这一套行为模式也让我对自己有更深的信心。
Feishan, would you like to turn on your camera to read the last slide so people can see you as well?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to do that. I don't know why it's turned off. I didn't know why it was turned off.
Yes, we can see your face now. Great. You can go back to the slide.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, can you see the slide now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's about the end of it. So to conclude, I would like to share the verses of insight which I have composed from after reading the Vajraprashna Paramita Sutra. Is entitled The True Mind. It begins like this. Joy is the mind that is contented. Peace is the mind that does not seek. Good is the mind that does no evil. Liberation is the mind that does not grasp. When the mad mind ceases, all illusion like bubbles collapse. Nowhere to dwell, nowhere to abide. Where can the true mind hide?
作为结尾，我想跟大家分享一个我自己写的诗，这是我读完《金刚经》以后，写的一首偈。以下是张惠珊小姐自己的翻译。真心，喜是满足的心，景是不求的心， 善是不作恶的心，解脱是不执着的心。当妄想停止时，所有幻觉般的泡泡都破灭了。无处可住，无处可住，真心何处藏？
With that, thank you very much for having me. 阿弥陀佛。
谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。
Thank you, Feishan. So I think you can stop sharing the screen.
Okay, sure.
Great, thank you. 好，谢谢惠善。Our second speaker is actually the student who was just translating, Gavin Ding. And Gavin will be graduating from the bachelor's program in liberal arts at Dharma Buddhist University. Gavin's family was originally from Fuzhou, China. He was born and raised in Washington State in the United States. He became interested in Buddhism in his early teens, and after learning about the courses that DRBU offers, he decided to apply and he got in. 我们第二位学生呢是刚刚翻译的这位帮忙翻译的学生丁元鑫。那Gavin 呢，他是今年会从bachelor's degree 本科法界大学本科毕业。那
学士学位。
学士学位 ，Thank you。那是法界大学的博雅文学的学士学位毕业 ，Thank you 法师。Gavin 的家庭呢，原本是从中国福州来的。那他本身是在美国华盛顿州出生和长大，才在10几岁的时候呢，就对佛法产生了兴趣。那他在了解了法界大学的课程的之后呢，他就决定申请而且成功的入学。So Gavin, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Oh, you can. Okay, thank you.
Yes, you have a lot of company.
Yes, I'm at the boys' school right now. So if you guys want to say hi. Hello. Okay, so I will first speak in English and then I will translate in Chinese. 大家好，我首先会用英文来讲一些话，然后之后我再用中文再来一遍。Hello everyone, thank you for inviting me to this talk. My name is Gavin. I am a graduating BA student from DRBU. People say that the most valuable thing you get from college is not what you learn, but understanding how to learn and how to think. I definitely picked that up in DRBU, but I think there's something more that the program offers. It takes how to think from the outside to the inside. That is, from how to analytically break down problems we encounter in the world to reflecting on how we find peace and respond to the changing conditions. This aspect of introspection is crucial in becoming a well-rounded human being. When I interact with the world, I am not only offering my skills, but I'm constantly reshaping and developing my person. It's very easy to get lost and forget the core of being a person. But a lot of times it isn't about how versatile one is, it's about how centered and good one can be. If I may quote Confucius from The Great Learning, quote, "One must understand the roots and branches, only then will one be close to the way," end quote. Likewise, it's crucial that I return to my roots and find my inner voice that I can rely on. It is only when I have this inner compass that I can safely navigate the world while remaining true to myself. Throughout my entire DRBU experience, I was strongly encouraged not only to think about the text, what the text is saying, but also about what it means for me. Through reading across the different strands and cultures, I cannot help but see common themes that emerge. I gain faith not only in Buddhism, but in human potential as a whole. Wisdom is something intrinsic. It is not defined by culture. If we look closely, we can find it everywhere. It is the root of our existence. And I'm forever thankful to DRBU for opening up this door for me. Realizing this at a young age, I have a clearer vision of what I want to manifest in this lifetime. After DRBU, I aspire to pursue traditional Chinese medicine, and I hope that I can use what I learned at DRBU to closely listen to my patients and alleviate their suffering. Even if it's just a little bit of help, I think it is a path that is worth pursuing. Thank you, everyone. 大家好，很感谢大家的邀请。我的中文名字是丁元鑫，我是即将毕业的法大本科生。我听过有一种说法，讲的是大学最重要的不是学到的知识，而是明了如何学习和如何思考。法大当然也有涉及这些技能，但却没有止步于此。在我看来，法大把如何思考这个议题做了一个延伸。如何思考不只是将我们在外界遇到的一些问题做一个逻辑上的解析，而是审视我们本身该如何在变化多端的环境中自处，从而达到安乐。这种内省是，在我看来，这种内省是作为一个完整的人不可或缺的一部分。当我要面对外界世界时，我所能给予的不只是技术，我同时也在不断的重塑和构造我的人格。我也是反向的受到了影响，在这个过程中是很容易迷失自我的，也是失去自我的核心。在我看来，所谓的自我的核心不在于一个人的学识或才艺，而在于一个人不动摇的善良品德。我想引用孔夫子在《大学》中的一句话：物有本末，事有终始，知所先后，则近道矣。同理，我也需要回归于事物的根本，从而找到那个可以给予我指导的内心的声音。我想，当我有了做人的方向感时，我才能更好的在人世间也能保持初心。在我过去的4年都是在老师的语义和成长中度过的，语义中成长的。他们不只是鼓励我认真的阅读原文，更是支持我去思考这些经典对我自己的意义。通过阅读不同的文化和地区的书籍，我看到了人心的共同点。现在的我不只是对佛法更有信心，而是相信人类本身的智慧。智慧是我们本性中不可或缺的一部分，它不依赖于种族或文化。只要我们观察的足够认真，我们就会发现它无处不在。智慧就是我们存在的根本。我永远的感恩法大为我开启了这一扇门，能够在年轻的时候明白这些道理，使我对今生该做的事情有更清晰的认知。我从法大毕业之后，打算继续求学，将来成为一名中医师。我希望可以用我在法大所学的，来更好的聆听和服务大众，哪怕只能缓解一点点苦痛的话，我认为这也是一个值得努力的方向。谢谢大家。
Thank you, Gavin. I think your video is still on.
Okay. I want to thank Feishan and Gavin. I know from talking to the DRBU professors, they were very pleased to have students as inspired and as diligent as both of you. And I think that you're carrying out Master Hua's vision of what a DRBU education could become is really inspiring to us, to the Sangha, to see how our future is guaranteed bright with young students, with the vigor and the clarity that you demonstrate. 就说Feishan还有 Gavin 两位你们我听你们的教授们你们这个大考之后还有那个面谈这个之后，他们都说很满意，有这么优秀有精进的学生，像你们两位。我们知道有法大都可以出这个有才能有就是说精彩的像你们两位还有你们的同学，就玄公上人对于教育的抱负，在西方，在世界，在未来，这是一定会继续，一定会发扬光大。So very happy to hear your talks today. Thank you. Okay, share my screen one more time, and we will dedicate merit. So we want to do this the way the Bodhisattvas in the sutras do it, and that's done with the mind. You make a wish. 我们回向功德就像经上的这个菩萨所做的回向，怎么做呢？就从心做，你就把这个心愿今天所修的功德，愿你回向给谁，得到什么样的好果，什么样的善果。OK。May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with hearts of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may our minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward, may all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light dispel the darkness of our endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise. And we will conclude by bowing to the Buddhas and to our teacher. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure that you can hear the bell this time. See, okay, original sound is on. Shall we bow to the Buddhas 3 times? 我们向佛陀行三礼。Bow in respect to the Venerable Master. All right, that's going to do it for us for tonight. See you all next week. 阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。Appreciate Reverend Shure's lecture, Feishan and Gavin's talks. 我们感谢释法师的讲法，还有Feishan和 Gavin 的演讲。Next week we have 2 DRBU alumni, Sheila and Simon are going to share their experience. They help the live stream of the 10,000 Buddha repentance this time. I think they'll share some experiences. 下礼拜天除了释法师讲法以外，我们还有另外2位是法大的校友，是Simon杨淑宇，还有谢明慧徐的。他们2位是这次帮忙这个万佛忏直播帮了很大的忙，他们会和我们分享他们的经验。So thank everyone's participation. See you next week. 谢谢大家的参与，下礼拜见。阿弥陀佛。